a forest straight out of hell. Trees twisted like an old hag's fingers, black mold choking the ground, a sky so murky it feels rotten, and monsters, grotesque things that don't exist in any real world. Our MC lies on the ground, grabbed by one of them. He struggles, teeth clenched, but the creature opens its jaws. His voice cuts through the void. If I die here, I wake up. The pain feels real, every time. Like his body is truly being torn apart. It's been 12 years. 12 years of this same nightmare. He can endure the pain of dying. What he can endure is sleep. Fall asleep in reality. Wake up in the nightmare world. Die in the nightmare world. Return to reality. An endless loop. There is no such thing as proper sleep anymore. So he adapted. To survive in that hell, he learned everything. Martial arts, weaponry, swordsmanship, jungle survival, warfare tactics. 12 years of relentless preparation, all to avoid dying in a dream. And it worked. Mostly. Dying in the nightmare became rare. But the real problem was never death. It was sleep. He remembers what the doctor once told him. Find something you want to do. Then you'll be able to sleep soundly. He stands alone in his room, staring into nothing. Something I want to do. All he wants is to sleep. Just once. A deep, peaceful, dreamless sleep. Is that too much to ask? Blood drips from his nose. His vision spins. The world tilts. He collapses. What is this? His body feels light. The constant headache, the one that's been haunting him for years, is gone. Fresh air fills his lungs. Clean, crisp, alive. This feeling, this clarity, he hasn't felt this well rested in 12 years. His eyes slowly open. No way. Did I die? If that's the case, then this place is the nightmare world. The one he's been trapped in for over a decade. Something feels different. He hides behind a tree as a monster prowls nearby. With that much bleeding, I might have died. And if that's true, then there's no reality to return to anymore. No reset, no second world. From now on, this is reality. He knows this world, knows its rules, knows its horrors, knows exactly what it takes to survive. Given the situation, fighting now would be stupid. The smart move? Head somewhere bright. Monsters hate the light. He draws his sword and pauses. What is this feeling? He doesn't want to run. Is it because he finally slept properly for the first time in years? Instead of hiding, he steps out. The monster senses him and slowly turns. So much for playing it safe. He straightens his posture, gripping the sword tighter. Is it because this body is younger than my original one? Every nerve screams, fight, survive. The monster roars and charges without hesitation. Too slow. With a single clean swing, he slices straight through it, splitting it in two. His eyes glow red, calm, and focused. No panic, no fear, just execution. He kneels beside the corpse, cutting through flesh with practiced precision. He's not hesitating. He searches and finds it, the monster's inner core. Without a second thought, he shoves it into his mouth and devours it. No disgust, no pride. This is how this world works. In this dark fantasy world, he will survive, no matter what. First step, reach a brighter place. This time, there's no waking up. Perched on a tree branch, he opens his eyes. Another night of perfect, dreamless sleep. No screaming monsters, no death loop, no snapping awake in cold sweat. It's been a month since he crossed over into this world. Since then, he's done one thing: move away from the pitch-black abyss and toward the light. Just because he feels like fighting doesn't mean he does. Risking his life for fun? That's insanity. Still, the urge is there, a quiet itch under his skin. He only hunts when necessary, when he needs food, when he needs power, the essence hidden inside demon beasts. That's what matters. And right now, he's hungry. Eating the essence gives him a chance to absorb a demon beast's abilities. Since he started doing that, surviving here has become manageable. But that's not the only discovery. It seems this body's original owner was a third-class mercenary. He can read the writing here without issue. And if something like a mercenary rank exists, then that means there are people in this world. Civilization, society. For the first time since arriving here, hope flickers. He can finally see the light. Walking through the forest, he suddenly freezes. A trap, which means someone set it. He breaks into a run, heading toward the brighter part of the woods. There might be people nearby. After 12 years of isolation between two worlds, that possibility alone is enough to make his pulse quicken. A wooden house stands quietly ahead. A house, not ruins, not a monster nest. A house. He knocks. Is anyone home? No response. He slowly opens the door and steps inside. Silence. Then he notices it. A golden book. He picks it up carefully. A record of the demon realm? Strange lettering covers the pages. History. Terminology. Information. If this book is real, then this world isn't just a nightmare anymore. It's a place with structure, with rules, with history. And that means one thing: he's not alone. The book isn't just old scribbles, it's detailed, meticulous, structured. If he wants to survive in this world, this book is essential. Then, footsteps. A bowstring pulls tight behind him. Who are you? Answer me straight, or I'll blow a hole in your head. A person. After everything, a real person. He's genuinely thrilled. But judging by the arrow aimed at his skull, the feeling isn't mutual. Does he think I'm a robber? Fair assumption. He slowly raises both hands. Please don't misunderstand. I saw a house out here and came in out of curiosity. Then get lost. I have no business with you. Cold, direct, understood. But, by any chance, I'd really like to read this book. Could you lend it to me? I'll pay if needed. And if I refuse, the air tightens. He needs that book. Not for knowledge, not for curiosity, for survival. His hand drifts toward his sword. If so, I just might have to become a robber. Silence swallows the room. He studies the old man carefully. I don't know how strong he is, but I don't think I'd lose. The tension is real. One wrong twitch and blood will stain the wooden floor. The old man exhales. A robber wouldn't be asking to read a book. Nice to meet you. I'm Hector. Just like that, the bow lowers. He dropped his guard. My name is Kim Woojin. Kimu. Z? That's quite an unusual name. Just call me Jin. Guess it's hard to pronounce here. Hector continues calmly. I understand what you're saying. However, that book is precious to me. I cannot lend it out. Fair. But if you wish to read it, you may stay here for a while and do so. Jin blinks. In exchange, I'd like you to help with some simple chores. That's it? Thank you. After 12 years of isolation and a month of survival alone, he finally has shelter. And maybe, just maybe, a teacher. And just like that, he ends up staying at Hector's house. Hector is gruff, blunt, not exactly welcoming. But he isn't a bad man. Eat. Jin stares at the bowl in front of him. Warm soup. It's been so long. His hands tremble slightly as he takes a bite. It's delicious. His vision blurs. Hector might actually be an angel. For the first time in years, he's eating something made by another human being. When dawn breaks, Hector prepares to leave. Are you heading out again today? Yes. It'll probably take a while. Jin remembers why. Revenge. A demon beast killed Hector's comrade. And Hector intends to return the favor. Whenever he's alone, Jin reads the record of the demon realm. Every story begins the same way. The Northern Empire. Blinded by greed, its king reached for the gate of the other world. A source said to contain ultimate truth and immense power. From that moment on, disaster began. The gate opened, and powerful demon beasts poured out. In just 9 years, the North fell. Humanity responded by uniting factions under the Church Alliance. They erected a barrier to halt the spread, but the damage was done. The North was no longer human territory. It became the demon realm. There's a lot of useful information in this book, but one detail makes him pause. The deeper you go into the demon realm, the stronger the demon beasts become. He thinks back. Didn't the monsters get weaker the closer he moved toward the light? Silence settles in. Just how deep into the demon realm had he been wandering? And more importantly, just how strong is he in this world? The forest erupts in chaos. Hector runs through the trees, chased by a pack of wolf-like demon beasts. Werewolves. He stops, firing arrows with precision, but they deflect them. They're strong. Too strong. He sprints toward the house and sees Jin. Jin, run. It's dangerous. Too late. Jin doesn't run. He steps forward. His eyes glow red. Sword in hand, he launches himself at the nearest werewolf. The beast swipes, claws, aiming to tear him apart. Jin cuts through its arm, and then through its entire body. One clean strike. The corpse splits in half before it even understands it's dead. The rest of the pack slowly retreats. Even monsters recognize a predator. From a distance, Hector stares in disbelief. My God, you killed a werewolf in a single strike. Jin turns calmly. Hector, is this thing supposed to be a strong demon beast? Hector answers calmly when asked if a werewolf is strong. Strong? No, incredibly strong. Jin absorbs that without emotion. Then he turns toward the pack gathered ahead, nearly 40 werewolves blocking his path. He exhales lightly. He'll hear the rest after he deals with them. In his mind, he assesses the situation coldly. They don't look that impressive, but numbers matter. 40 is more than enough to kill him if he slips up. Careless equals dead. Instead of charging blindly, Jin calculates. Don't fight all 40. Cut the throat of the one just beneath the alpha, the second in command. His eyes lock onto a massive figure standing at the front. That's the one. Without warning, Jin unleashes overwhelming killing intent. Thick, suffocating, predatory. The air itself seems to tremble. The apex of the pack meets his gaze. A silent war passes between them. And then, The apex lowers his eyes, turns, runs. The rest of the pack follows instantly. The werewolves retreat without a single clash. Hector stares in disbelief. Those wolves, the ones famous for their courage, they ran? Jin isn't surprised. The leader knew exactly what would happen. Then Hector drops the real surprise. The werewolf Jin killed carries a bounty of 40 gold coins. Jin pauses. Is that a lot? Hector almost laughs. It's enough to live comfortably for 6 or 7 years without working. Jin looks at the corpse again. A weakling like that, worth this much? More importantly, if something that insignificant carries such a bounty, then whenever he's short on money, he just needs to hunt similar monsters. Easy money. A faint realization settles in. Maybe, just maybe, life here might be easier than the last 12 years. On the table lie the spoils: werewolf hide, jerky, a pouch of silver coins, and a pioneer map. Hector pushes them toward Jin. Go to Pioneer Village, find Jacob. He'll buy the hide at a fair price. Jin hesitates. Is it really okay to hand over something this valuable? Hector brushes it off. You killed the werewolf. I'm just paying what it's worth. And besides, he had a grudge against that beast too. Hector extends his hand. Thank you for revenge. Jin takes it firmly. Thank you for everything. No dramatic speeches. Just mutual respect between men who understand violence and debt. Jin walks into the forest alone. But he isn't alone. From the top of a distant ridge, the true apex of the pack watches him silently, eyes sharp, instinct calculating. The hunt isn't over, it's only begun. Jin finally arrives at Pioneer Village. He scans the place quietly. For a small town, it's well-stocked, organized, functioning. As he walks through the streets, he feels it, eyes on him. Everyone's tense, alert. He doesn't blame them. In a world like this, the most dangerous thing isn't monsters, it's people. He steps into a bar. Someone casually offers him a beer. Jin declines the drink and cuts straight to business. He's looking for a man named Jacob. The guy sitting next to him answers immediately. That's me. Jin studies him. Scammer face. Still, he delivers the message Hector sent him. There's a werewolf hide to sell. Jacob nearly jumps out of his seat. A werewolf? Hector killed one? Jin notices the assumption and lets it slide. No need to correct him. When Jacob sees the hide, his eyes widen. It's real. He starts praising Hector, almost theatrically impressed. Then suddenly, thugs surround Jin. The mood shifts instantly. So that's how it is. Jin asks the obvious question. What are you doing? Jacob smiles thinly. Leave nicely, and you'll live. Jin's earlier thought echoes back to him. Scammer. Faces don't lie. He reminds Jacob that Hector trusted him. Jacob doesn't even flinch. He calls it an investment. Supplying Hector cost him losses. The hide will make up for it. Simple business. Jin's eyes glow faintly red. Should he kill him? He considers it seriously. But no. He's angry, but not enough to murder a man over a hide. Jacob should be grateful Jin still has standards. Jacob pushes it further. He pours beer straight over Jin's face. Don't try to be clever. Get lost. Jin stands silently, turns, walks away. Jacob smirks from behind. Smart choice. Except Jin doesn't leave. He blocks the entrance instead, then turns back. If you're going to scam someone, you aim for the neck, not the back. Jacob sighs. Guess the kid isn't smart after all. Thugs charge. Jin draws his sword. Men like these, he probably wouldn't feel guilty killing them. The first blade swings. He deflects it cleanly and cuts the man down in one motion. Another lunges with an axe. Jin dodges effortlessly, flips a table into him, and slices through both the wood and the man in a single strike. The bar erupts into chaos. Jacob may have thought this was an easy investment. He just invested in his own funeral. From a distance, Jacob watches his men drop one after another. What the hell is this? A fighter this strong in this area? Impossible. He would have known about someone like that. Panic starts creeping in. At this rate, he's going to die for nothing. Jin doesn't slow down. A man leaps in with twin daggers. Jin cuts him down mid-motion. Another charges bare-handed. Bold, stupid. Jin deflects the strike and cuts him down just as easily. Moments later, he stands alone over a floor of corpses, eyes glowing red, breathing steady. Jacob finally snaps. Run! Everyone run! Jacob and two subordinates crash through the bar window, scrambling into the street. They hit the ground hard and freeze. A red wolf stands before them. Why is a monster inside the village? And then, they feel it. Jin steps out behind them. Now they're trapped. Monster in front, monster behind. Jin locks eyes with the red wolf. His gaze sharp, predatory. Did you come here because you want to die too? The wolf instantly drops to the ground, rolls over, submits. Its face practically turns blue with fear. Jacob can't process what he's seeing. Jin watches the wolf's behavior carefully. What's with this mutt act? Then it clicks. Ah, so that's it. He slowly raises his finger and points at Jacob and his men. One word: bite. The wolf's eyes glow blue like twin stars. Without hesitation, the red wolf launches forward. It clamps onto one man's neck and tears it open instantly. Blood sprays. Jacob watches in pure horror. Jin nods slightly. Nice. Jacob watches his last two subordinates get torn apart. Panic devours him. What now? Then survival instinct kicks in. If he grovels, maybe he lives. The kid looks soft enough. Apologize a few times. Act pathetic. Survive first. Revenge comes later. He drops to his knees. Please spare me. I'll do anything. A sword suddenly pierces the ground beside Jacob's head, slicing the surface of his scalp. A warning. Jacob grits his teeth internally. Who does this bastard think he is? But Jin isn't even looking at him. He's remembering something else. A factory manager from his past life. When Jin once asked about his delayed salary, the manager begged him to let it slide just this once. Back then, Jin was soft-hearted. He accepted it. That 1 week delay became a month, then 2. And when he asked again, he was called selfish, told to endure hardship together, treated like a nuisance, like a pushover. The memory still tastes bitter. Living month to month like that, it was miserable, but he learned something. Back in the present, Jin turns to leave. Behind him, Jacob's expression changes. The smile of a rat. He lunges with a dagger. Die. Jin doesn't even turn fully. He catches Jacob's hand mid-strike. Cold voice. It's guys like you, scammers, who don't understand remorse. One clean slash. Jacob's head flies into the air. No hesitation. No mercy. Jin watches the body fall. This time, he will never be taken for a pushover again. Silence settles. Only the red wolf remains. Jin looks at it. Now then, what to do with you? The wolf doesn't attack, doesn't run. It simply edges closer, like it is already decided. Jin raises a brow. You want to tag along? The wolf presses its head lightly against his chest. Smart thing. Jin pets it once, firm but approving. All right then, let's get along from now on, mutt. Jin wakes up in bed. Deep sleep. Perfect sleep. The kind so refreshing he feels like he could fly. No nightmares, no shaking hands, just calm. Later, as he washes his clothes, the thought finally surfaces. He killed a person for the first time, not just one, many. And yet, why doesn't he feel guilty? He searches himself for the answer. Was it because they were scum? No, that's not it. The emotion he felt during the fight was the same as when hunting monsters. A thrill. That realization unsettles him more than blood ever could. Something inside him is changing, growing, sharpening. Is he cursed? He exhales slowly. Still, he survived. That's what matters, right? Walking through the forest with Mutt at his side, Jin's thoughts settle into clarity. One thing is certain. This life will be completely different from his old one. No more swallowing injustice. No more scraping by month to month. He'll live in abundance, and he'll enjoy the present. In the distance, the 5th pioneer city comes into view. Jin glances at the wolf. Stay nearby. Keep out of sight. Mutt obediently disappears into the brush. Inside the city, Jin recalls what he read in the chronicles. To collect a monster bounty, you have to go through the Order Alliance. And there's a branch here. He steps inside the building and asks directly. Is this the Order Alliance? Yes. What brings you here? Jin doesn't waste time. He throws the wolf hide onto the table. I'm here to collect a monster bounty. The man behind the counter looks at it, frowns. This is just dog skin. This isn't a place for pranks. The air shifts. They have no idea what they're looking at. The clerk's eyes widen mid-inspection. Wait, this isn't dog skin. This is a werewolf pelt. His voice drops. Did you hunt this yourself? Jin answers plainly. Yes, earlier. No pride. No embellishment. After verification, Jin waits alone. Then a higher-ranking official enters, apologizing politely. With this much money involved, they had to confirm authenticity. A heavy pouch lands on the table. The pelt is genuine. Here is your reward. Jin grips the bag. It's heavy. Real. Enough to live lazily for 6 or 7 years. It didn't feel real until now. His hands tremble slightly. Not from adrenaline like during a hunt. This is different. Money. Money is definitely a good thing. As he prepares to leave, the man hesitates. Would you be interested in another request? Jin pauses. A request? The official explains. A monster appeared at a nearby quarry. Because of it, workers can't enter. Bloodstone mining has stopped. Without it, money isn't circulating. The entire city is on the brink. And the monster? Stronger than a werewolf. Jin's eyes sharpen. What kind of monster? The name lands heavily. Mad Skull. Bounty, 70 gold coins. Jin's expression doesn't change. But inside, he knows that name. He's read about it. More than that, he's faced it before. Hard skull, relentless aggression, strength and durability far beyond a werewolf. No wonder the city is struggling. The first time he fought it, it took him a month to kill it, because he died 28 times. The official asks carefully, can you subdue it? Jin answers without hesitation. Of course. A faint glint flashes in his eyes. My next prey has been decided. 70 gold coins. And this time, he won't need 28 deaths. The scene shifts to the quarry. Jin steps into the mine, the air thick with dark energy. Work has been stalled for a while because of Mad Skull. The atmosphere is suffocating. Cold, heavy, wrong. This isn't somewhere he wants to linger. Better to finish this quickly. Before he can go deeper, a man stops him. They arrived first. They're already preparing for battle. Could he wait his turn? Jin stares at him. Since when does hunting monsters have an order? The man falters, clearly not expecting pushback. Instead of arguing, the man offers an alternative. Join their team. Hunt together. Jin considers it. If he waits and they somehow succeed, that's wasted time. But fighting them over who goes first? Pointless. Sharing the reward might be more efficient. Still, trusting strangers in this world? That's expensive. Jin questions their sudden friendliness. They already have plenty of people. Why recruit him? The man laughs awkwardly. He values safety over results. And Jin looks strong. Polite tone. Careful phrasing. Jin sees right through it. The type who bows to the strong and bullies the weak. On what basis do you say I'm strong? The answer makes him glance sideways. If you weren't strong, that wolf wouldn't be following you. Claire, one of the members, laughs as Mutt happily licks her. She mentions wolf monsters are fiercely independent. Even the religious alliance couldn't tame them. Yet this one follows Jin obediently. Jin's eye twitches internally. That damn Mutt. He told him to stay hidden. And now he's accepting meat from them? Even he hasn't had proper meat in who knows how long. Mutt takes a bite, then tosses it to Jin. The meat practically glows golden in Jin's eyes. What does that Mutt take him for? His hand moves on its own. Wait, why is his body reacting? When was the last time he had real meat? But the dog was eating that. It fell on the ground. His human dignity. Before the crisis deepens, Claire gently taps his hand and offers him a fresh piece instead. Would you like some? In Jin's vision, she shines in golden light. Conclusion. Good, trustworthy person. As they move through the mine, Jin eats and freezes internally. It's delicious. Savory juices. A bold spiciness that reminds him of Szechuan cuisine. Nothing like the monster meat he used to choke down just to survive. For a moment, the tension fades. Just good food. Claire realizes they never introduced themselves properly. Before she finishes, the man steps forward. Jonathan, leader of the Black Marlin mercenary group. Claire. Jin almost slips. Kim Wooji. He corrects himself smoothly. Just Jin. Jonathan smiles. Pleasure to meet you. Ask anything if you need to. Jin nods, polite on the surface. But his guard? Still fully up. They reach a wide clearing inside the quarry. Jonathan's tone sharpens instantly. This is where they'll take down Mad Skull. Orders fly out clean and practiced. Trap team, nets ready. Javelin team, positions. Then he turns to Claire. Shall we begin? She nods. Understood. Claire steps forward and raises her hand. Jin feels it before he fully understands it. Magic? So this is the magic mentioned in the records. In the name of Claire, I beseech thee, grant a blessing upon this land. Featherwalk. A soft energy spreads. The air shifts. Jonathan moves. Fast. The sluggish man from earlier is gone. Now he's light on his feet, movement sharpened. As expected of Claire, her buffs are top-notch. He estimates 3 minutes. 5 at most. He'll lure Mad Skull back. Everyone, be ready. Jin watches carefully. So that's magic. Pretty cool. Could he use it too, if he learned? A spearman cuts through his thoughts. No time to dawdle. If one person messes up, everyone dies. Stay sharp. Jin analyzes the strategy. Lure it into a trap. Pin it down. Unleash everything at once. It's not bad. Against most monsters, it would work. But this is Mad Skull. Will that really be enough? Jonathan comes sprinting back. Behind him, Mad Skull. Huge. Violent. Red eyes blazing. Trap team. The monster slams into the net. The team pulls with everything they have. Javelins fly. Perfect hits. The beast roars, shaking the ground. Hold him steady. How can this many people not restrain one monster? The answer comes fast. Because it's Mad Skull. The net tears apart. Just like that. Red eyes lock onto Claire. It charges. She begins another spell. Too slow. Too close. At the last second, Jin appears. He grabs the monster by its horns. Stops it cold. Behind him, Claire shouts his name. It's dangerous. Jin doesn't look back. Don't worry. He smiles. Because he already knows exactly how to hunt a Mad Skull.